Hey everybody, welcome to the Film Pigs Holiday Editions on GeekNation.com. We're the only web show on the internet that is not P. Diddy knocking out Drake at Art Basel.
True.
I am your host of this week,
said.
Stephen Falk. This is Stephen Skelton. This is Film Pig Todd Robert Anderson.
Hello.
And our guest, actor Winston Story.
Winston!
Hey, everybody.
Yeah,
Good to be here.
You know him from everything. He does a lot of medical shows, a lot of daytime drama.
He looks great in Scrubs.
Medical show.
Yeah, and he's also a minor league baseball coach now.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was very challenging.
Yeah,
It's
so
done now.
we thank him for being here yet again.
Thanks
Third
for having
time,
me.
fourth
Yeah,
time,
At
something like
least.
that. Yeah.
least.
I always have
Yeah.
a good time here.
It's very exciting. It's the holidays. You got a lot on your plate. You got to buy presents for your Rugrats.
Yep.
You got to buy a stocking.
Yep.
You got to plan like vacations and stuff like that.
travel.
You don't have time to research what to see at the movie
Sometimes
theater.
you have to toast popcorn.
Well, sometimes you have to
that
toast
is right.
popcorn. Sometimes you forget about that. Look, if you forget to drink because it's the holidays, you don't have time to look up what's out in the theater.
Also, forgiveness it's just part of the holiday season.
It is. We forgive you.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that's why we are doing what's called rash judgments. And this is where we tell you if you should see the movies out in theater right now that are coming out this Friday based on nothing but our own dickish instincts. So let's start. We don't know anything about the movies really, but we have opinions nonetheless. Steve Skelton.
Oh, you guys, my rash judgment is for a movie called The Gambler. It stars Marky Mark, who you may know most recently from wanting to get a pardon for punching out someone's eye.
Blinding.
Yeah, he says like, "Hey, you dumb bad
Yeah,
word,"
being
and
a
knocked the
big
guy out.
Racist,
Asian dude.
Racist eye puncher as a kid,
Yeah.
but wanting to expunge that from his record.
He was 16. We were all racist eye punchers at 16.
At any rate,
just
he
got caught.
needs that restaurant, but give him a break.
In The Gambler, he plays, I think, like a professor with a gambling problem who has a very scary Jessica Lange mom who then runs afoul of a terrifyingly bald John Goodman who scares me in the trailer, so I think he should be pretty scary in the movie. And there's gambling and piles of money involved, and Michael K. Williams punches Mark Wahlberg, and then thank God they use "Gimme Shelter" in the.
I haven't heard that in
because
the
that
trailer.
isn't the most overused Rolling Stones song in history.
Right.
Which also makes sense because I think this was originally
James Caan movie.
or
It's a remake.
Scorsese. Well, in the 70s, it was a remake of the
Yeah.
70s movie,
Yeah.
but Scorsese, I think, was originally attached for the remake, and then he
okay.
bailed, and then
I'm lost. I don't know what's happening.
I think
I'm gonna see it.
I think the safest gamble is to not see.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so too. Todd.
The posters for this movie, they all say at the top of the poster that this is the movie event of the season. And look at me. I was excited about the concept of a brand new Annie movie. But you can imagine my chagrin when I learned that Annie is not played by a ginger, as is tradition.
What?
They've replaced gingers with people with darker hair. And look, us gingers,
offensive.
we don't have much left, you guys.
No.
We live on the outskirts of society. People kick us for fun.
You're like chuds.
We live in sewers. And all we really have left is the part of Annie, and it's been taken from us. It's like I woke up on Christmas morning and my stocking was filled with racism.
It's gingest.
Racism.
It's gingest.
We've been kicked out of Annie. Don't go see Annie. It should be a ginger.
Do you
it's
know who
all we
plays her?
have. What?
Do you know who plays Annie?
No. Who plays Annie?
Kavenze Wallace.
Who's
from
that?
Beasts of the Southern Wild.
Oh, she's really good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Not a
right.
ginger. Racism. I call racism.
So Todd, on the African American movie Annie, he's calling racism.
Yep.
All right, solid.
Good, yeah.
process there.
It's supportable. Yeah.
Winston.
Night at the Museum 3. Ben Stiller's third installment of the billion-dollar franchise, starring a
You sound
crazy.
tired just at the top.
It's just starring a crazy amount of people.
Both
A lot of
living and
CGI.
not.
Apparently, it takes place in London, They get out of London's museum, their British museum there, and they kind of see the outskirts of London. So that might be the only thing.
Where the
or is it a
gingers
CGI
live.
version of London? You don't
British
know.
gingers
You don't
live
know.
out there.
What?
The British gingers on the outskirts of London?
They don't like them there.
No.
This is continuing the Robin Williams posthumous movie
That's
train,
right. That's right. And that's always that can be an odd thing to see somebody who met an untimely death in something, but the adults will go, man, that's going to be the last time I see Robin Williams in something, probably. And then the kids will go, who's Theodore Roosevelt?
Unless
You
they
know?
see Merry Friggin' Christmas out in the VODs and theaters right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, if you want a place to stick your kids for an hour and a half, I say go see it. I think it could be mildly entertaining.
You mean like
All right.
abandon your kids?
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a
For a short period of time.
glowing recommendation.
Well, so listen, as middle-aged men, we are sadly discriminated against. We are not allowed to sit on Santa's lap at the mall.
No.
I've
For,
tried.
for some reason, people think that's weird.
That's aggravating.
Dumb.
Yeah, I want
At
to
the Grove, your pet can sit on Santa's lap.
But not
Not a
us.
40-year-old man.
I have tried it once, and it's not. It's frowned upon.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
frowned upon.
Yeah.
Santa got angry.
Therefore, we are doing a little bit of revisionist history. And there's a little segment, a little talky segment. Film Pigs are going to talk. You're going to get to know us a little bit. And we're going to talk to you about our letters to Santa. Not what we'd like toy-wise, although I do have that list
Yeah.
of what I'd like. But this is what we'd like from Hollywood Santa. In the movies, at the theaters, movie-related wishes for 2015. Skelton, what should we do?
Oh.
Do you have the thing?
No, it's Christmas.
It's
It's
almost
almost
Christmas.
Christmas. It's almost
Christmas.
Christmas. Holiday roll it!
Dear Santa, this holiday season, please unleash your elven magic on the motion picture industry to make a few important changes. First, please make Hollywood stop remaking origin stories of the Marvel and DC comic book heroes, or I'm going to kickstart an air-punching campaign and reward people who make contact with the studio heads to keep greenlighting movies that tell us how superheroes became superheroes. All theaters need these giant recliners that exist in my personal favorite movie theater, of which I refuse to disclose the location. So when others are forced to see romantic comedies or anything with Jennifer Aniston, everyone can take a relaxing $13 nap. I only want these for everyone for the sole reason of not overcrowding my own favorite theater. Third and lastly, no commercials anywhere in my movie theater experience. Please make them all go away. I actually left the house and the television to go see movies, and I don't want to see any advertisements in my movies preceding a half hour of previews. So, thank you.
Dear Santa, I have been very good this year and deserve things. First, I want studios to stop announcing giant slates of comic book movies over the span of the next 7 or 8 years. We know you're not going to make some of those. It doesn't matter. I'm not interested. Just tell me. In my ideal world, I wouldn't hear about a movie until 30 days before it was available for me to watch. So I don't want that. So just tell me about movies you're releasing in this year only. Second, all movie theaters should have soft pretzels available at the concession stand. I like soft pretzels. Finally, Santa, I want a big screen adaptation of Cagney and Lacey done as an action movie, not a comedy, as an action movie starring Connie Britton and Gina Carano.
Fuck yeah!
These are my Christmas wishes.
Dear Santa, hey, you fat fuck. I call you that because you're an invention by Sears and Coke as a make-believe representative solely of obesity, poor fashion, breaking and entering, and cataclysmic consumerism. What you also represent is the death of innocence when children eventually find out you are not real. The fact that your parents are fucking liars and you can never trust them again, and an awkward conversation with your children for anyone who lives in an apartment lacking a chimney. However, Todd decided we should perpetuate this notion in our middle-aged, drunken, meta-ironic way by writing a letter to you. However, you see, I am old and bitter, and not particularly fond of the holidays or pretense or American values, the sum total of which Christmas, as we celebrate now, seems to solely exist as. Christmas for me is 97% experienced as an endless stream of commercials I see on TV bars on their that I'm not in control of the skip function because I don't have their remotes in my hand. End of year listicles, random Gawker posts about someone in Florida posing as you and fucking a dog in front of a school, and then like 3% enjoying watching my family open presents while I drink coffee and pet my dog. Look, I really like Todd. I do. I really do. So I want to write this letter in the spirit in which he intended it when he signed it, but I just can't. Because I'm now realizing what a miserable prick I am as I read this back. Then I enter into a feedback loop when I try to think of actually doing the assignment, because all I want out of movies, I know I'm not going to get. What I want is what Skelton wanted, for there to be less franchises and reboots and Marvel-style fucking multiverses. But since the studios are now scheduling their tentpoles through goddamn 2020, it's a fruitless request, and I might as well save my damn breath. Merry Christmas, you fat fucking not-a-thing.
Dear Santa, unlike Stephen Falk, who's cynical and pretentious and wrong, I believe you're real. You're a real being, and you can give me what I want. And this year, I want only one thing. Just one thing. I would like a new John Wick movie every month for the entire year of 2015. And in every month, he has a new pet, and some assholes kill that pet, and then he has to kill all the assholes who killed that pet. That's all I want, Santa. And, okay, this doesn't have to do anything with the movies, but I'd like Steve Falk to understand the true meaning of Christmas. Why is he so sad? He's a good person. He's like a Scrooge. He needs ghosts. Santa, send Stephen Falk some ghosts.
No! Okay, I think that was a very educational
That was
part.
great.
They're all really great lists with lots of great requests on them.
Yeah.
I do feel it would have been better if we got to sit on a man's lap.
It would have been better.
Yeah.
It would have been better.
Well,
But,
everything's
you can't
better
have
when you
everything.
sit on a man's lap.
Yeah.
You
I've always
guys-
said that.
We have wishes for you. We want you to have a blessed holiday season.
Yes.
Blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
We hope you come out of it unscathed
Hashtag unscathed.
with some loot,
Hashtag loot.
Yeah.
some ham,
Hashtag ham.
and some verve in your heart for the upcoming New Year.
Hashtag verve in your heart for the upcoming New Year.
Please acknowledge the fine work of Steve Skelton,
Hashtag
thank you.
Steve Skelton.
the finer work of Todd Robert Anderson,
Hashtag me.
Todd.
and the far finer work of Winston Story.
Hashtag Winston Story.
Winston, thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. We hope to see you in the new year.
You definitely will.
And we'll look for you on Days of Our Lives
Yeah, sure.
sometime in the new
6
year.
or 7 months from now.
Or any medical related program.
I will be there with my jargon.
And until next time,
He's a master of jargon.
the concession stand has been closed due to health code violations. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Happy
Bye.
Christmas. Or holidays.
Holidays.
War on Christmas. Happy War on Christmas.